Alain Jules Hirwa. I am a street photographer, I'm a poet, essayist, and I'm trying to do films as well. I have an exhibition at the Kigali Public Library. Its name is Home is Calling. It's an exhibition of 54 photographs I've taken in more than 5 countries. The exhibition explores the relationship between migration and dreams, the way when an immigrant moves to a new place, they are met with newness, obviously. For us, migrating from developing countries, usually the country you are leaving behind is in constant change, in constant development. Hence, you are met with, you are inside or in the middle of newness in the country you are moving towards, but also newness in the country you are living. And this creates a sort of being stuck in dreams, in dreamscapes. Yeah, so the exhibition is on the idea of dreams, and it also touches the idea of the diaspora, loneliness of the diaspora, themes that I think a lot of people do not explore. For the first time I moved out of the country, I was 22 years old, and I moved to the US for school. And when I was in the US, I would visit different cities like Alabama, New York. I was staying in Texas, I was based in Texas. But even when I was there, like I would also visit other countries like Spain, like the UK, and also when I came back to Rwanda, like 4 years later, I did go visit Kenya, Tanzania, and I think that I'm like, travel for me is an opportunity for me to explore new countries and new cultures and new ways of life. But at the same time, my photography depends greatly on travel. As a street photographer, I think I can tend to be bored by a place if I spend too long in the place. So I challenge myself to be constantly moving towards new places, discovering new people and their ways of life. When I'm photographing Rwanda, I am photographing a beautiful place. I think the third world countries are often taken as not beautiful places. We tend to romanticize only the West. Yet here we have our own aesthetics. This picture is of a man holding a turkey in his hand. He has dressed it with, I think, a type of plastic bag. And for me, the men are laughing. This other man is smiling, looking at the turkey. And this shows the simplicity of the lives of Rwandans. Again, their everyday life flows on their own rhythm. You can find somebody holding something as random as a turkey like this with so much joy, which shows that like they are also in love with their environment, with everything surrounding them, such as the turkey. And yeah, okay, this photograph was taken in Butare, and it's of a man riding a bike. Those are very common in Rwanda. We call them abanyonzi, and they play a huge role in the transportation of most Rwandans, I think the majority of Rwandans. And the photograph intends to show the beauty of the abanyonzi. This is my favorite photo I've ever taken because it captures the original Rwandan way of life. Those are people standing in a soccer field, and there is a motorbike here. There are cows, this one and this one. There is a group of kids being instructed by an adult on a certain subject, and this shows the beauty of people in Rwanda. We live a very simple life. This photograph, I took it in Nyamirambo. It's of kids playing soccer in a parking lot. The photograph represents the entire exhibition because it captures this idea of dreams. And me coming back, I took it in 2025 when I had just returned to my home country, Rwanda. And this is something you can rarely see in the West, where for kids to play soccer, they would go to functions like a stadium. And when you come back and see kids playing soccer in a parking lot, you are amazed and you are met with this, again, idea of newness. Things are constantly new to you as a migrant coming even back to your own home country. So the photograph represents these dreams, this nostalgia that is at the core of the exhibition. I was born in Rwanda in Burera district in Kidaho, and I grew up in Musanze district in a place we call Ibereshi, a very lively neighborhood full of, at the time it was full of kids, full of soccer players. Yeah, it was full of life, and I think that it inspired the person I've become because my childhood was rich in everything you can think of. We had a lot of a variety of food. We were kind of close to Gisenyi, so there is a lot of sambaza, a lot of fish. There is a lot of fruits. Musanze itself is an agricultural place. Musanze is a place with a bunch of mountains in the background. So that itself, I think, inspired my love for the aesthetics of my own country, Rwanda. My inspiration is mostly related to the beauty of the mundane. I think that like a lot of times we do overlook small details in life. A lot of photographers who are famous are capturing the big city, the big buildings, the rush in the street, but very few people are taking pictures of the butterfly that died in the corner. Very few people are taking pictures of just the ceiling. But those small details are things that are not repeatable. A photograph of my room, I'm sure you will not find it anywhere else. So those are the things that inspire me to archive them. Yeah. I took this photograph in Barcelona in 2023, and it's of a homeless man sleeping in front of a huge door with a cross. And it represents in this exhibition the fact that when we think of people moving towards the West, in Europe, America, etc., we tend to romanticize those countries. Yet, a lot of people, when I was in Barcelona, could see a lot of homeless people, especially actually black people, and their lives around the streets. And it also captures the idea of dreams because the homeless man here is sleeping, is dreaming. And again, like as an immigrant for him, though everything is tough, everything is also like dreamy, like everything is a little bit messy. I took this photograph in Texas, and it's a reflection, a double reflection of myself. This is a car trunk, and I don't know what effect it has, but it's able to double my own reflection. And this represents youthfulness, being a youth in the West, being also a first generation immigrant in the West, where things are again dreamy and youthful. And it goes together with a poem that is titled In Dallas, and it's about me, my friends from Nigeria, friends from Sudan, us going clubbing, hitting one club after another. And this represents this sense of community that migrants go on to form. When you're in a country that doesn't belong to you, you meet people who, let's say, come from Africa, and they all become like your siblings. And it's about a girl. We are inside the car listening to Celine Dion, and one of our friends says she's proud that she can speak French fluently, but she hates that in Paris they have banned hijabs because she's Muslim and she wears hijabs. Yeah, and we also, it's about us listening to music from Africa, like at this acoustic project. It's also about us meeting on Eid, and one of our friends bringing a coal stove outside, and us making agashi outside in the moonlit Dallas. It's also about my friends asking me, like, what do you remember about your childhood in Rwanda? And me talking about different things, like Louis Frigo, when somebody hit the head of a pig when he was in the middle, like, of a soccer match. And our fathers, like, it became a huge topic of our father in our houses. It's a list of the main major events that informed my childhood. Yeah. Future-wise, I want to, first of all, make a solo exhibition of photography that is centering Rwanda, its people, as well as the landscapes of Rwanda. But I'm also hoping to become a creative entrepreneur where I want to build a series of public libraries. This exhibition is taking place at Kigali Public Library, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this might be the only public library available in Kigali. And it's my dream to be at a place in the future where I can start to build public libraries, especially in rural areas. Considering I myself, one of the things that have gotten me here is books, and the fact that I had this small library at my school that exposed me to books. Yeah, I want to give kids in Rwanda the same chance. And I also want to become a filmmaker. I want to make films documenting the youth of Rwanda, their lives, their romances, their lifestyles, the music they listen to, the struggles they go through, etc.